Elwood, Dowd.
Oh, Ethel.
Bless your heart.
What a pleasure it is to come in and find a beautiful woman waiting for me.
Oh, Elwood, you haven't changed.
Come on, Ethel, you don't want to miss the party.
Yes, there's punch if you don't like tea.
Oh, but I do like tea. You two stop pulling at me. Now, Elwood, dear, what night next week can you come to dinner?
Well, any night at all, Aunt Ethel, I would be delighted.
Elwood, dear, some mail came for you today, and I put it up in your room.
Did you, Veta? That was nice of you. Aunt Ethel, I'd like you to meet Harvey.
Yes.
As you can see, he's a puka. Now, Harvey, you've heard me speak of Miss Chauvenet. We've always called her Aunt Ethel. He says he would have known you anywhere.
This person you call Harvey, who is he?
He's a rabbit.
Perhaps. But just who is he? Some companion? Someone your brother has picked up in these bars of whom you disapprove?
Doctor, I've been trying to tell you. Harvey is a rabbit. A big white rabbit, 6 foot taller. Is it 6.5? Heaven knows I ought to know. He's been hanging around the house long enough. Doctor, I'm going to tell you something I've never told anybody in the world before. Every once in a while, I see that big white rabbit myself!
Puka, from old Celtic mythology, a fairy spirit in animal form, always very large. The puka can appear here and there, now and then, to this one and that one, at his own caprice? A wise but mischievous creature, very fond of rum pots, crackpots, and how are you, Mr. Wilson? How are you, Mr. Wilson? Who in the encyclopedia wants to know?
When Mother and Uncle Elwood went out to the sanitarium today, I went over to the real estate office to put the house on the market. What do you think I found there?
I'm not a quiz kid.
Well, I found a man there looking for an old house, just like this one, to cut up into buffet apartments. He's going through it right now.
Now see here, Myrtle May. This house doesn't belong to you. It belongs to your Uncle Elwood. Myrtle, I feel pretty bad about this thing locking Elwood up.
Mother and I will be able to take a long trip now out to Pasadena.
Oh, you're a wonderful girl.
Dr. Sanderson? Miss Kelly?
Yes, Doctor.
Yes, Doctor.
Tell the gardener to prune more carefully around my prized dahlias along the fence by the main road. They'll be ready for cutting next week.
Chumley's rest! Yes, Sergeant. No accident reports in town or in the suburbs. Look, Sergeant, maybe we better... Oh, never mind. They just walked in. Mr. Dowd.
Good evening, my dear. These are for you.
Oh, for me? Thank you.
They're quite fresh, too. I just picked them outside.
Dr. Chumley's prized dahlias. I hope you don't...
Listen, lady, I've been driving this route for 15 years. Drove them out here to get that stuff. Drove them back afterwards. It changes them. Ho ho.
Afterwards? Ho ho. What do you mean afterwards? Ho ho.
They crab. They yell at me to watch the lights, watch the brakes, watch the intersections. They got no faith in me or my buggy, but it's the same cab, same driver, going over the very same road. It ain't no fun and it ain't no tips.
Oh, well, my brother would have tipped you anyway. He's very generous and always has been.
Not after this he won't be, lady. After this, he'll be a perfectly normal human being. And you know what bastards they are. Glad I met you. I'll wait.
Oh, Judge Gaffney, Myrtle May! Stop it! Don't give it to him! Don't give it to him! Elwood!
You can't do it! You know Dr. Chumley. For years, I've known exactly what my family thinks of Harvey. But I've often wondered, What does Harvey's family think about me? Well, there you are. If you'll excuse me, Doctor. Where have you been? I've been looking all over for you. Come on.